Hey, welcome to a beautiful cold morning on the Quinta, and I am loading up because we have got 5,000 trees to start planting. Come along for the ride. Okay, so that's loaded up. Strummer chainsaw and some bare root hawthorns. The plan, I want to put along here a mixture of trees and what have you, and create a little bit of a hedgerow, because I think that'd be quite nice. It'll just prevent the road from being sort of visible, as it were, and provide a bit of a wildlife haven. So the first thing I've got to do is to get the strimmer out and take down these brambles, because I don't really want to be dealing with them spiking. In amongst the hawthorns, I've got to plant some of these. We've got some chestnut. I think these are older, so they need to be where they get a little bit of water. We've got cork oak and normal oak, and we've got some pine trees. So let's see what we can do. We've got some myrtles there as well, so we'll intersperse things and hopefully that'll look pretty. Don't look like it, but that's 5,000 trees there. Taking me for a walk. Good axe work, Stephen. So, excuse the truck running in the background. I'm just moving the trees a little bit closer to where we're actually going to plant them, and I've given them a nice drink because they've been sitting out rather exposed in the cold winds for the last few days. So that's current plan of action. Well, today it's an absolutely freezing cold morning, but we've got some professional planters come to help us. So we're going to load up the tractor and pop up the hill and get on with planting some trees. We've only got about 5,000, so, you know, what could go wrong? You ready?
All right. Hello, I'm Jessie.
I'm Fiona.
And we're tree planters with a company called Gone West, who plant all over the world, actually, in the UK and in Portugal, here in Portugal, and in Iceland, and they've started some planting projects in Brazil also now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's a for-purpose tree planting company, and they've got loads of different projects. We do a lot of plant and protect projects, which is what also Portugal planting is all about, getting people who've got the land space already, giving them trees and creating small pockets of diverse forest.
And then we come and plant the trees. Give people a hand with it.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely brilliant, I have to say. You know, so when you're faced with planting 5,000, it's quite daunting when you've never done it before.
Yeah, for sure. And we've been doing it for a few years now, so we kind of know what we're doing a little bit, I'd hope. I would know what I was doing.
No, well, we've been very impressed at the speed with which you've you put them in the ground. It's great. So thank you very much indeed for coming along.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
thanks for
us.
having us.
Yeah, thank you.
It's beautiful here. It's beautiful land.
Stunning land, and
Yeah.
nice to be putting trees in that you know are gonna have a nice life and maybe be looked after a little bit and are gonna stay for a long time.
Hopefully so.
Hopefully so.
Those are very practical bags. My goodness me.
Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah, there is another one.
I might grab it later on.
Yeah, it's just up by the van actually.
We plant them fairly quickly. It's Canadian style planting, so we just have a shovel and these bags. And yeah, it's you can actually plant a good tree quite fast, but it's about getting them compact into the soil so that the roots can integrate into the landscape.
Now, I've been planting for like 3.5 years now, which is the longest that I've done any job as well. But in Scotland and England, Portugal, and in Iceland as well.
I'm 50.
He's younger than us.
Like us.
No,
It's,
51.
it's only a number.
It's only a number.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As soon as we arrived, it felt like home, and people made us feel like home.
People from the village?
Yes, yes, and other people as well. You know, we parked our van on the side of the road, and quite a lot of people from the Netherlands, from Portugal, from lots of other countries stopped and said hello, and who are you, and what are you doing here, and what's your plan? But the help and the welcome and having lots of things delivered to the door, and and after the fire as well, it was amazing to have this community and to feel that you're not alone.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I've got my own tea, thank you very much. What are you doing? So planting these little plugs is pretty simple really, especially when you've got one of these nice bars. Yeah, I've got a few more to put in up here. This is myrtle, so blueberries I think. So we're gonna pop in amongst these little oaks here and get a load in there, and then hopefully we'll be able to gather some fruit in due course. So I'm going to go on with that now. Well, it really is beautiful just sitting here and taking a little break. I'm very blessed to be in such an amazing place. Well, thanks very much indeed for watching. It's great to have you coming along, and I'd really like to say sincerely thank you to Fiona and to Jess for having literally planted 5,000 trees in 2 days. It's absolutely incredible what they've done. And I'd like to thank Gone West for their Free Trees in Portugal initiative and for letting us be part of it. So, see you next time on the Quinta. You appear to have some dead birds.
Yeah.
Nice.
Miami Road.
Well,
Some nice supper here.
yes, you seem to have some help.
Today wasn't training. We did matches instead.
So how are you enjoying doing the birdie?
Why did you do just much?
I think I got ignored.